We are still several weeks away from November's election, but early voting started this morning in Ohio. And this afternoon, First News reporter Jerry Ricciuti is asking party leaders how much time do voters really need and why. And Jerry joins us live here at noon.
Damon, local Democrats used today's start of early voting in Ohio to complain about what they see as Republican efforts to keep certain people from voting, especially in the inner city. Mahoning-County Democratic Party Chair Dave Beatrice surrounded himself with local office holders and others this morning to complain about last week's decision by the U.S. Supreme Court to reduce the period allowed for so-called in-person early voting in Ohio by 1 week, meaning the process started this morning instead of a week ago. Beatrice suggests the issue comes down to Republican leaders, including both Governor John Kasich and Secretary of State John Husted, trying to make it more difficult for Democrats to get to the polls.
The African-American community doesn't like the fact that a Sunday was taken away. Who does that Sunday vote affect? It affects African-American voters. Who do African-American voters support? Democrats. It is clear to me what the Republicans and their strategies are doing, and that is to suppress the Democratic vote.
But when I asked Beatrice and several others on hand this morning how much more time should be allowed for early voting, no one was able to give me any specifics other than to say the process should be as accessible as possible. Coming up tonight at 6, the other side in this argument, as well as some figures on just how effective the early voting process has been the last several years in terms of adding to the overall turnout totals. Damon?
Thank you, Jerry. Certainly has a lot of folks talking. Look forward to your stories tonight at 5 and 6. Now, you can count on First News to bring you the latest on the races and issues important to you and your family leading up to and after November 4th. And for more voting details, including important dates and locations, you can visit WKBN.com. We have set up links to government websites in both Ohio and Pennsylvania. Look under the news section and then click on recent links.